we are going to react to the Deadpool 3
And you
trailer
can
right
have your
now.
dreams. None of this around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. None of this around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. None of this around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
What is up, gals and guys? How is everybody doing? Today is a very special video because we finally hit 200 subscribers, and that is all thanks to you guys and gals. I want to thank you all for your support, for supporting this channel, for liking my videos. Remember, if there's something you really don't like about my videos, you can tell me and I can kind of try to change it and all. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me for this first year for the channel. And 200 subscribers, I mean, that is that's a big accomplishment for me, so it's something pretty big. I also want to dedicate this video to my dad, because he just got off surgery, and let's hope that he has a speedy recovery. We've been through a lot. 2023, 2024, 2025 have been very heavy years, and I really hope it's all over, but I just want to take this little moment to at least celebrate something. And Dad, I really hope you recover quick. I know surgery recoveries aren't that quick, but still I hope everything goes well during the whole process. Without further ado, I know you guys know what this video is about, so yeah. 10 things about me. I was born in Lodi, California. I lived there for 10 years, and then I came here to Mexico, which is where I'm living now, in a small town called Salvatierra, Guanajuato, which I like the architecture and all, but there isn't really, a lot of interesting stuff. This is a city that doesn't really grow. It does look kind of beautiful, sometimes, so yeah, that's one. I am 26 years old. Yes, I am 26 years old. Although most people think I'm 17 or below. And I'm kind of getting tired of it. I mean, sometimes I'm pretty sure they know. I'm pretty sure they're saying it as a compliment maybe. And I take it, but there are some times where I'm like, damn, maybe this is why girls don't follow me, because I look little, and I guess I don't look the age I'm supposed to look, but I hope I can change that soon. My favorite food is anything pasta, spaghetti, lasagna, especially lasagna. I mean, you give me a bowl of lasagna and I'm gonna be happy. Same thing with orange juice. If you give me a carton of orange juice, I am going to be so happy for the rest of the day. But yeah, lasagna. I love lasagna, just like Garfield. I don't know how to drive, although I am slowly learning. And I actually have a pretty funny story of when I was little. I think I was like 5 or 6. I was waiting with my mom and my sister in the car while my dad was making a payment, and I don't know where. This happened in United States. So curious me decided to move on this stick, and I really didn't know what it worked for. Today that's one of the basic things I know. So like it's drive, reverse, neutral, and I'm missing one. I don't remember it right now. Anyway, so I pulled it in reverse. I didn't know, and we started to go backwards, and we were in the middle of the highway, and thank God a tree actually saved us, because the car went just like this. And yeah, that day I could have killed most of my family, and you gotta be careful. I love doing arts and crafts, such as, like building movie props out of cardboard, maybe foam and all that, but I really love to do all that stuff. And I have shown that, I guess, in some videos, but yeah, it's something I like thanks to watching behind the scenes from movies, because I just love that world, and you know, seeing them how they make all this stuff, like the props, for example, a proton pack or someone's making slime. I mean, that is just so cool, and that's why I love doing all of that. My dream job is to act. Yes, star in big movies. I love acting and anything movie related. But yeah, like if I were to choose what I want to do, I would love to act. One, because I think I'm a very dramatic person, and two, I think I express myself like a lot with my hands and all of that, and you know, I take a lot of inspiration from the movies I watch. Like, you know, I love movies with a passion, and I like to pay attention. Like, for example, someone's screaming and he's going, oh! Or like someone's crying. I love all of that. I love all of that. And I would love to do it for a living. That is, you know, that is my dream job. I have two best friends, Chris and Donatiu. And they have kind of weird origin stories, but all I can say right now is that I am glad that they're my friends. And I used to have like 3 best friends, but they left me. So to those ex-friends, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, so back to the ones I have now. So I am going to start with Chris, because I think he was the first one. Then I met Donatiu. So with Chris, I first met him when I came here to Mexico in elementary school. I think it was 3rd grade. We started off pretty well. We got to get along and, you know, all of that. But then I don't know, we just started to fight. I think we were kind of like the same, and that's why our personalities crashed or something like that. Because after like elementary, we were kind of like enemies, kind of like Cobra Kai, where Johnny and Daniel kind of have like the same goal or mentality, but they have it they have it organized in a different way that they just can't get along. I mean, I think they're both trying to do the right thing, but in a different way, and that's what they don't agree on. That's kind of what happened with us. Eventually, I don't know, we went on and on like that for years, and then I think we just we kind of just start to work things out. We met once again in college, and he left his notebook behind and I gave it to him. I was like, hey, you left your notebook. And he was like, oh, thanks. And then, you know, we had one of those group chats, and I don't know, I remember saying something, but then I don't remember what it is. The point is that after giving him the notebook and then kind of talking to him, we started to, like, you know, leave everything behind. And to this day, we are best friends. And I'm grateful for that, because he's a really nice guy. He is super cool, and Chris, si estás viendo este video, pues eres el mejor. Eres el mejor. Next is Donatiu, which is, I think it's a lot more weirder, because at least with Chris, I met him at school. With him, it was like, I don't know. Like, look, I gotta be honest, I thought I was gonna be kidnapped. So with him, I remember him putting a sign, like tons of signs in the streets saying, hey, you want to be an actor, you want to shine, this is your chance to be on screen or something like that. And I was so excited, because I actually thought it was a big company looking for rising actors and stuff like that. And I remember my mom saying, don't, because it's probably, you know, it's probably kidnappers or something, because it was pretty weird to actually see stuff like that in this city. And I was like, you know, maybe I can try at least to ask. I'm not going to commit to anything, but I want to ask. And so I asked him, and it was like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm going to make a group, and we're going to, you know, start to brainstorm stuff and whatsoever. And right, you know, I was like, okay, so this is probably not a big company. It's someone who's actually starting. And I was like, okay. Then I saw that like 5 or 7 other people enter the group chat too. And I was like, okay, we're gonna make a pretty big group, and you know, let's see where it goes from there. The day we actually met was in person. It was someplace over here in the city called Capuchinas. And I remember walking, like going like this. And then I almost tripped, and he was just like, oh, and I was like, oh my God, this is the first day we meet, and I'm about to fall. So that day we only went, I went there, he went there obviously, and another girl went. Out of like the 7 people, only 3 of us went. And then it diluted to just me and him, because that other girl was like, she supposedly was bigger than us, but I don't think as big. I think she was more, look, I don't want to be rude, but she was just more like a show off, making us think that we don't know nothing or whatsoever. I don't know. But the thing is that she didn't show up because she thought it was something mediocre. I don't know how to say that word. That it was something stupid or something, and that was that. It just ended in us too. So then we were the ones who were doing the meetings, saying, we should do this or we should do that and whatever. The point is that we got pretty close, and now we are best friends too. And I don't know what else to say. Sometimes, look, I'm gonna say it, Tonatiuh, a veces te desconectas mucho y pues no sé qué onda, entonces, pero pues eres mi amigo. I am very introverted. And even if you don't see it here because I'm yelling and whatever, but believe me, okay, so I'm introverted at a certain point, because like if you get to meet me, I'm like this super crazy jokester guy, and I really do say a lot of stuff that other people might find offensive and whatsoever. I have like 2000s R-rated comedy that comes out of me sometimes, and that's when you actually get to meet me. And yeah, when you get to actually meet me, I talk a lot, like right now. But usually when I'm wandering down the streets or whatever, I usually go like this. So as in whenever I have a job, I really don't socialize a lot. Mostly because I don't like to make friends at work, because there can be like a conflict there, trying to mix work stuff with personal stuff, and I don't like that. But yeah, I usually don't talk much unless I see that I actually have to say something. But usually I'm the quiet guy who likes to stay at home watching movies or doing whatever. That's cool for me. I do like to hang out once in a while, but it's not like I like to go outside every day. So yeah, I am very introverted, but once you get to know me, I think I'm a pretty nice, well, maybe not completely nice, but I guess I do express myself like the way I do, like right now. I have never had a girlfriend, and I really doubt I'll have one. And I don't think anybody likes me, and yeah, I kind of lost hope for all of that. So probably one day I'm just gonna pay a hooker, get that out of my way, and I can live happily ever after. I am Taurus, for those of you who are into horoscopes. Yes, Taurus. I was born in April. And as a bonus, I want to tell a little story of the day I went shirtless to elementary school, because somehow I forgot that I wasn't wearing a shirt. I was at home. This happened back in the United States. I was playing outside with my sister, and I didn't have a shirt on. And then I think there was a meeting at school, like a big meeting. I don't know what it was about, but they even had like tables in the cafeteria. They were giving candy and all of that kind of stuff, merchandise of other schools or something. I don't remember, but I remember that I got into the car and my parents were like, "Aren't you guys forgetting anything?" And I was like, no. And then when we got to the school, I was like, I do not have a shirt. How am I going to get out of here? I don't have a shirt. And I remember crying that I didn't want to get out of the car because I wasn't wearing a shirt. And I'm just like, how the hell did I not notice that I wasn't wearing a shirt? So we went into school and I was just like covering myself like this. I was like, oh my God, I'm at school and I don't have a shirt on. I remember they gave a bag, like, so you can put in the stuff you were gonna get. And I remember I spent the whole day like this with the bag on my chest, but my back was exposed. So I was like, they're gonna see me naked anyways. And I was like, oh man. And I remember seeing a friend of that time. He came close to me and I don't remember what he said. But then he noticed that I didn't have a shirt and he was like, ew, you're naked. And he left and I was like, oh my God, this is just not my day. And then I remember going with a teacher that fortunately never gave me class because they said he was like one of the meanest teachers ever. And I remember going to his table and he was like, what happened to your shirt? And I was like, I forgot it. And he was like, you forgot it? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm ashamed too. And dude, that was just, I really did not have a good day that day. And I was just shirtless all over the school. And then I had to go there next day. And it was just, it was embarrassing. So once again, I want to thank you everyone. Thank you for supporting this channel. And I hope you keep supporting it down the line. More content is going to be coming soon. Remember that I also make lives now. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do this week or next week, but also stay tuned on that. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, link is down below. I am Louis. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone is doing okay, and I will see you all next time. Take care.